Welcome to our Thursday trainings. Good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is there. It's evening here, and I'm excited. Today we are doing a training on skin. We've been talking about a lot of things in the last, 6, 9, 10 months since we started these trainings. It's been fun. And we are diving into different topics every week. And we've been looking at different organs, different systems. And skin is one of the things that can get quite overlooked unless we have any challenges or issues with it. And normally when we have challenges or issues with the skin, they are challenges elsewhere in the body. So I really wanted to guide you first through other organs and systems, because you will see when we come to skin, you will see how everything's connected. And I did that intentionally, so you can actually learn and, upload and upgrade your knowledge to start actually connecting and joining the dots, so you can start understanding your body, how beautifully connected it is. And you can start listening to the messages of your body, because if your body is having symptoms of any sorts, it's telling you that something is out of balance. So skin is something that I had a lot of issues with, but then also not. So depending on the area of the body, and we're going to look at that tonight. So I'm just going to start sharing the screen. Here, let me just see if you guys can see me. Okay, you can see my screen, my first slide. Just give me a thumbs up so I can see that you are seeing the same as I'm seeing. So it's not going to happen like the last one. Perfect. When I was like going on a tandem of, searching the app and nobody saw it. Okay, so summer defense is because majority of Healy corporate is in summer right now, because Europe and US and anything above equator is in summer right now. In Australia, we have winter. Today it's been okay, but the last few days it's been breezy. Even in Brisbane, it has been cold. So, and it's really important, we think of skin and the sun exposure normally during summer, but it's really important to think about the skin and sun exposure as well as skin in general throughout the year, because the way we look at skin and the way we take care of the skin throughout the year, it's going to actually help us during summer or winter if we're going skiing. Yeah. Why I'm saying that? Because temperature has a huge effect on the skin. So let's look at how we can actually, what skin is and what we can do and how we can support it in order to keep it beautifully elastic and shining and radiating, right? Because it's the beauty part of us that we see in the mirror first, beside our beautiful eyes. Okay, so first of all, like every Thursday in our advanced trainings, we give you notice and our statements that Healy devices, be it general Healy device, your personal wearable, or Mag Healy devices for the space, are in no way devices to treat, cure, mitigate, diagnose, or prevent any disease. They are literally there to support your environment, either internal or external, and your body will do the rest. We do not say that they do this, because they don't. But our body is a beautiful tool and I don't like to call it machine because we're not robots, but it is a beautiful tool, and it can support you in so many different ways, and we can support it back. So let's look at how we can do that. My first question to you is, how much care are you actually giving to your skin, either daily or weekly? Do you actually focus on it? So pop it in the chat. I want to know what you're doing, how you're doing it, and do you actually focus on your skin at all? And how much care? Do you dedicate 3 hours? Do you dedicate 3 seconds? Do you not dedicate anything? You just put some water on and that's it. Do you have a proper regime? Do you take care of your skin morning, day, night? Put anything on that you can. There's so many different ways you can do this, right? So I want to know your routines. I want to know what you're doing. Hello, beautiful Katie. Also, okay, I'm glad that it's not only breezy here in Brisbane. Not much care, okay? My poor skin gets neglected. Okay, sunlight for 30 minutes. Oh, I love that. A lot of support in neglecting it. Okay, less than 15 minutes a week. Okay, quite lazy. I love honesty. Honesty is my favorite. Not much sunlight for 15 minutes. Okay, a decent all natural face wash in my shower. Okay, put on sunscreen and not much. Okay, the weekly probably exfoliant, essential oil soap, sunlight. Okay, perfect. Good. So let's look at what we can do and the do's and don'ts of the skin, because we've been taught a lot of things, and so have I. What to put on the skin, what not to put on the skin, how to support it, what it does and what it doesn't do. Let's look at what we can actually do to support it. So what is actually skin? Well, skin is your largest organ, yeah? And if it's a largest organ, we should look at it, right? We should take care of it. And it's the first organ of the body that serves as a protective outer layer. Yeah, it's the first organ on the outside. It has the communication and connection to the environment. The first organ that's actually covering of, it's the covering of the humans and animals. Yeah, so it's literally skin. It's literally your vessel. A skin bag where you put all your organs in, and it is a really sensitive organ. So a lot of people don't know that, but it's a really sensitive organ. So skin has a lot of neurons, especially for touch, and we can sense a lot of things through the skin. And we don't tend to use it as much as, we maybe should. Okay, so why is skin so important? First of all, skin, well, it protects us. So skin acts literally as a barrier. So we talked about this in our immune system response as a protection, and it protects us from a physical, chemical, and biological threats. So anything coming from the outside environment, skin will literally put a barrier on, and we will feel the discomfort. Yeah, so normally your body will feel it through the sun. It will feel it if you have if you go into really polluted cities, your skin will actually feel it because you are breathing through the skin. Yeah. So it's really important to understand that the skin is not just, the layer that sits there and, it's, automatic. It does a lot of things. It also does regulation. So your skin actually helps to regulate your body temperature and water balance. So what does that mean in regards to Healy and frequencies? So if you're not hydrated and you don't have enough water, then your skin is not hydrated enough. That means that your protection layer drops. So your immune system drops. So water is a beautiful, beautiful thing, and it actually helps your skin. And we're going to look at something else when we go down to the organs so you can understand it. It also offers sensations. So skin actually contains numerous nerve endings, numerous. It's really sensitive. And it allows us actually to sense touch, pressure, temperature, pain, and it can actually sense frequency. So has anybody pop in a chat if you ever had goosebumps down your spine, your skin, your hair went up, here and there? Yeah. Tell me if you pop in one in the chat if you actually had goosebumps anytime in your life. I want to know. How many of you got goosebumps? One. Only 2, 3, 4. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Cool. So goosebumps, or I don't know how you call them otherwise in other languages, but they're not just a change in temperature. They are actually communication. Your skin is communicating through the nervous system of your body. So it's really important to observe your skin and how it's communicating with the environment, because it's the first interaction around you. Yeah, beautiful. I love that you're getting all the goosebumps. Almost like T-Rexes walking around, like little T-Rexes. Okay, so let's look at basic layers of the skin so you can understand what's going on in that little tiny layer that you can't really see. So there's three basic layers of the skin. We call them epidermis, dermis, and hypodermis. So the epidermis is the top layer of the skin. It's literally the outermost layer. So it's literally just the top, what you actually can touch. And it consists mainly of keratinites and melanocytes. I literally can't pronounce this today. I literally pronounced it completely this morning. So what these are literally producing keratin and melanin. So melanin is your hair and stuff, and keratin is the top layer of the skin, right? When you have all those, dead skin on the skin, and it literally builds the skin. And it's literally just the top layer. And then the dermis is the middle layer, and the hypodermis is the bottom layer, which some argue that it's not a part of the skin because, it's kind of between the tissues and the skin, yeah? But the middle layer is kind of important, yeah? So the dermis layer is the layer beneath the epidermis, right underneath the skin, and it's composed of connective tissue, including collagen, elastic fibers, that actually provide strength and elasticity to the skin. So this is where all the magic happens, right? All the regeneration of the skin happens in this layer. Any lymph that goes right in between the bottom two layers, right? So lymph is all the toxins and things, the cell, when they have a digestive system, right? The metabolism, they literally digest that into the lymph and let it go in there. So there's a lot of things happening in this layer. And this layer is also getting thinner and thinner when we age, because we are losing collagen. Yeah, so collagen is a type of protein, but it needs amino acids to be built, but it is a type of protein to actually build the skin layers. So the dermis also contain the blood vessels, the hair follicles, the sweat glands, and the nerve endings. So this is where the lymph comes in, right? So this is the system of our detoxification. This is where the sweat literally excretes, oh my God, I can't speak, eliminates your toxins out of the body, right? Your skin is able to eliminate, hold on to it, up to 2 kilos of toxins and digested matter that you don't need anymore, up to 2 kilos per day. Yeah, if you're not cleaning your skin properly, you are not eliminating things properly through the skin, because it is an organ. So the hypodermis is underneath the dermis, and it is the deepest layers of the skin. And as I said, some of them, some scriptures and some people are not actually considering this skin, but it contains fat cells and the connective tissue, so the deeper connective tissue that goes around the muscles and the bones. So the hypodermis also helps to insulate the body. So the two top layers of the skin are literally like, a sticky tape over the insulation. Yeah, it's like the facade, and then we have the insulation, and then we have the beautiful furniture in the house, right? So, which are our organs. So the fat is really important. Why? Because right in between the fat and the dermis level, we said we had the sweat glands where the lymph sits as well. And in the fat, we have stored our toxins, our excessive hormones that our body can't digest properly. So anything that is stored in the fat will then, when we either lose fat or use fat, is going to get eliminated through this part of the skin. So it's really important to understand that skin has a huge, huge part in our detoxification process, in our breathing process, yeah, getting enough oxygen, water, and exchanging things through the environment. So skin is a crucial organ that we don't actually spend a lot of time on. Okay, so what influences the health of the skin? There's few things. So first of all, there's hormones. So hormones play a crucial role in changes in the skin. So for example, when we're going through puberty, if we're going through pregnancy, if we're going through menopause, especially for women, even men when they, get older, with the lowering amount of progesterone and testosterone, the skin changes as well. So it's really important, not only the appearance of the skin, elasticity of the skin, a lot of things change with hormones. So if there's something wrong with the skin, something's not really the way you would like to, something to look at is hormones. Of course, with age, as I said, our collagen levels drop because the stress also influences our collagen levels, because we use more minerals, we use more proteins that build the collagen to build the skin, and we get a thinner skin. Yeah, so our skin gets thinner, it gets less elastic, it regenerates slower. Yeah, so it's really important to feed your body through the skin as well, because skin absorbs everything. I don't know if you know, but whatever you put on your skin, it's actually absorbed in 20 seconds into your bloodstream. And in 20 minutes, it's in every cell of your body. So you need to understand the skin is really important in your life. And what you actually put on your skin is actually the same importance as what you actually eat. Yeah, because your skin is literally eating whatever you put on. Of course, environment. So let's look at environment, because majority of us don't actually see that. Sun exposure, UV radiation. So sun exposure in the morning and evening is immensely important for the health of your skin, especially if you expose yourself to the sun, especially early in the morning, and you expose your eyes. Yeah, we're going to look at that as well. But the elements around your eyes, the skin around your eyes, is actually really thin. It also has certain receptors in there that actually absorb the highest amount of your vitamin D. So if you're wearing sunglasses, no. Yeah, just letting you know. We're going to go deeper into that a bit later. But sun exposure is really important. Throughout the day, sun exposure can be harmful to your skin because of the angle and how the light enters the skin. So it's really important to avoid the really intense sun throughout the day. Yeah, depending on where you live. Here in Australia, it would be probably during summer, it would be between 9 a.m. up to 3 p.m., 2 p.m. Depending if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. I know when I was in Europe, it was between 11 and 3. Yeah, so it depends on where you are in the world, and depending how the light falls, yeah, the angle of the sun, you should avoid those really high angles of the sun, because the light changes. The UV light, there's different colors, it changes, and how your skin actually perceives it is differently. Yeah, but your skin has a really good system, and your body has a really good system to protect you. We're going to look at that one. Also, air pollution, as I said before, any toxins coming from the environment, you're going to absorb them through the skin. Any temperature changes. So if you are used to colder weather and then all of a sudden you go into tropics, right? Your skin will literally need a different support, because either it's going to start sweating, so you're going to start eliminating a lot, and your skin will actually lose some elasticity and energy. And if you go from a really hot weather to go skiing, for example, your skin will become really dry, right? Because you'll get more oxygen, but the skin becomes more dry. So you'll have different aspects of the temperature influencing your skin, and you'll need to adjust the water as well as sun exposure. Again, climate conditions, of course, depending if you have seasons or not. Lifestyle factors influence the health of your skin. Diet and nutrition. The first thing that I will say about skin is what you eat is going to feed your skin. So if you're not eating a really healthy diet and you're not actually having enough protein, yeah, in your diet, be it plant-based, animal-based, it doesn't really matter. Quality protein that will actually build your skin, you will not have radiant skin. And if you don't have enough minerals and water, those two go together, you will not have radiant skin. And if you're eating junk food and really bad diets, you are literally influencing organs that are influencing your skin. And we're going to look at that. So hydration, as I said, with minerals. Sleep. A lot of people think if their skin is not okay, that, you know, they put some creams on and they'll be fine. If you do not address the root cause of the issue, sleep has a huge effect on your skin. So if you don't have enough sleep, then you don't have enough balanced hormones. So if you don't have balanced hormones, you're going to have issues with your skin. Exercise. Getting, as I said, remember, the lymph is between the two layers. Getting those toxins out in order for the body to not retain water. If you retain the water, you retain the toxins, and your skin will need to eliminate it somehow, and you're going to get irritations. Stress levels. Stress influences your skin immensely. Either you can get rashes, or you can actually get, you know, acne, you can get you know, dry skin. There's so many things that you can actually experience when you have really high stress levels. So stress management is important. We've done the whole series or the whole training on that, so you can go and look at that. And of course, any toxins, smoking, alcohol, whatever it is that you, any substances that you put in your body that are toxins for you, right? They are toxins for the body. They will influence your internal organs and hence the skin. As I said, stress in itself, I wanted to put this really as a separate category. Stress can actually worsen your skin conditions, and it can cause eczema, it can cause acne. There's so many things that can actually come out of this. Yeah, and we're going to look at the organs, and I'm going to give you some things of what you can, you know, what issues can come up with certain organs. Okay, let's look at the organs. So there's quite a few of them that are influencing your skin. So we've covered a lot of organs on their own, but I really wanted to make like a summary of what they do and what you can expect, how they actually influence the skin. So one of the top two organs that I always tend to look at when there's any issues with the skin, you know, and that includes if you're traveling and are in the sun and you're getting sunburned. Yeah, just so you know. You won't get sunburned if there is no toxins in your body, just letting you know. So you need to understand that how sunlight actually enters the skin. And if there's toxins in the underlayers of the skin, what happens is sunlight interacts with those toxins and your body is actually reacting. So you get more burn because of those toxins. So if you are using a non-natural sunscreen, you're actually making your organs and your skin work really hard, and you're exposing yourself to more toxins. Yeah, because a lot of these sunscreens are really bad for you. Yeah, and they have things in there that, you know, cause different things. Yeah, so liver and kidneys are the top organs that I like to look at when there's issues with skin. Why? Because liver is, you know, the liver detoxifies the body. Yeah, it's the second largest organ in the internal organ in the body. It processes nutrients and it regulates hormones. So there's a lot of things there that liver does, and it influences skin directly. So if you have a sluggish liver, for example, it can lead to toxic buildup, which can actually manifest as issues like acne, eczema, and general dullness. So anything that, you know, your skin doesn't have a color, yeah, so it's not bright and radiant. So that means, and if you have like a pale skin, like a really pale face, there's probably liver and kidneys to look at. Yeah, liver also helps to regulate your blood sugars, and blood sugar levels and hormone balance, of course, they go together. They're both going to affect your skin health. So it's really important to look at your liver and take care of your liver if you want to have a healthy skin. Kidneys. So we know kidneys are the waste filtering organ. Yeah, they filter waste from your blood, and they also regulate fluid balance. So the water moving through the body, how much water you retain. Is the water going into the cell or is it outside of the cell, right? It influences also the mineral balance in the body, how many minerals they extract. If your body is becoming more acidic, they also extract acid out of the blood. So to keep the balance in the body. And for that, they need water and they need minerals. And one of the minerals is salt. Yeah, so it's really important to understand we need salt to actually clean the body properly, but we need the right salt that has its high minerals. And we talked about this. So Celtic salt or pickling salt, it's one of the best options. What can be caused? How do kidneys influence the skin? Well, any problems or issues with kidneys can actually lead to changes in the skin color and texture. And not only it can lead to thickness of the skin changing, it can be like a very dry skin, or it can be like itchy skin. Anything that is a change on the surface of the skin, like having red patches, or something that's itchy, something that actually has like white patches going off the skin, that's all related to your kidneys, because all the toxins are not filtered properly through the body and the skin needs to do the work. Additionally, also with kidneys, you can have thickenings in the skin or the shins. Yeah, so those are all things that you can look for in the body. If something is going on, take a look at your kidneys. Thyroid is really important because we know that skin also regulates your temperature. Thyroid is your thermometer, your body's thermometer. So your thyroid gland regulates your metabolism as well, and also hormone production. So we know out of balance hormones influence your skin. So what can happen if thyroid is out of balance? So it leads to certain skin changes. So we have either hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism, which are underactive or overactive thyroid, either producing too much of certain hormones or not enough of certain hormones. And it can cause, for example, dry or coarse skin, where overactive, it can actually result in warm or moist. So the opposites, yeah? And it's really important to understand that when thyroid is completely out of balance, because thyroid is really connected to your kidneys and adrenal glands with the HPA axis that we were talking about in the hormone balance, it can also cause an onset of eczema, especially in adults, right? Because especially with women going into menopause, sometimes thyroid can be presented as an issue. And we need to look at your skin. Yeah, and also sometimes it can come in like darker patches on the skin as well. Next, digestive system. We've done a whole session on digestive system, and digestive system, we have learned that it breaks down the food, absorbs nutrients, and eliminates waste. So if you're not absorbing enough nutrients in your digestive system, you don't have enough food to actually feed your skin or any other organ in your body. Yeah. So we also know that bacteria, the microbiome in your gut, in your digestive system, is also found on your skin. So the bacteria you're actually carrying on the skin, you're also carrying in your gut. So if you're putting chemicals on your body, what are you doing is killing that bacteria. And if you kill the bacteria on your skin, you will be killing bacteria in your gut. So just remind yourself to actually be mindful of what kind of products you're actually putting on your skin. How does the digestive system impact skin? Well, if you have a poor digestive system, which majority of people today do, especially with all the toxins that we are exposed to, can actually, especially with, nutrient deficiency, which if we're not absorbing properly, it can either lead to, not enough nutrient, not enough minerals to actually feed the skin, but also toxic buildup. Because if the gut is not working properly, then the toxins go back to the liver. If the liver is not working, then the kidney is not functioning properly, then the skin needs to absorb everything or eliminate everything. And all of that can affect the skin in so many different ways. Yeah. So If we have constipation, if we have bloating, it all can cause inflammation and skin flare-ups. So just have in mind, we had this in our protocol now, Power of 3. A lot of people, when we start detoxing, when we literally start using the frequencies, if their kidneys are not actually performing the way they would like to, or if the liver is not performing the way that they would like to, they will have skin flare-ups, right? So things will come up on the skin. So it's really important to take care of the kidney, the liver, as well as the lungs in order to move those toxins out to actually help your skin. Then we also have pancreas. A lot of people don't think about pancreas. Yeah, and pancreas actually influences your skin pretty much a lot. Because pancreas actually builds the blood. Liver moves it, pancreas builds the blood. So if it's building the blood, then it builds the nutrients and what's going to the skin. So it's feeding the skin. It also regulates the blood sugars, in your body. And it's also producing the insulin levels. So insulin levels are really important for the skin because they influence your hormones. And imbalances in any blood sugar levels, how do they influence the skin? Well, they can lead to skin conditions like, I have no idea how to pronounce this, but it is the black patches like in intimate area, of the skin. When you have like discolorations, like with dots, I think is acanthosis nigricans. I think it's nigricans. I think it's something like that, which is characterized, like I said, with dark velvety patches on the skin, often indicating insulin resistance or diabetes. So those people that have insulin resistance or they have diabetes, they do have issues of the skin as well. And those can be indicators of what's going on in the body. Adrenal glands. A lot of people don't know that actually they have adrenal fatigue and they overdoing the adrenal glands. And when adrenal glands are not working properly, they influence your skin immensely. So adrenal glands produce hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. Those are the hormones that actually get you out of bed in the morning. They help you fight the tiger or run away from it, no matter what that form is in your life. But adrenal glands are important because they are the ones managing your stress. And if you are in a chronic stress situation, you can come to adrenal fatigue. How does that look like? Well, you kind of it's hard for you to get out of bed in the morning, or you are drinking plenty of coffee to actually get you throughout the day. And that depletes your adrenals even more. And that can increase cortisol levels in the body, which is more stress because your body is always under stress in this case. And that can long-term influence, of course, the thyroid and imbalance of your hormones. And not only that, but it can cause acne. It can cause your skin to go into thin, and it can also delay wound healing. So that's really important because your body actually uses the hormones to create cortisol instead of actually the hormones that you need to rebalance and regenerate. Conditions like Addison, for example, they also affect the adrenal glands, and hyperpigmentation. So there's a lot of things that are happening in the body that are actually influencing your skin in general. And the last one is your immune system. Your skin is a part of your immune system. It's the first defense. And it protects your body from infections and diseases and pathogens to actually enter your body. So the skin is the first defense of your environment. And if your immune system is really low or it's not functioning properly, your skin will not be able to protect you. So things will go into your body faster. And if other organs are not balanced, your body will have a challenge to fight things away and actually keep you safe. So any autoimmune conditions can lead to various skin issues such as psoriasis, lupus, and systemic sclerosis, which is literally skin hardening. So these are really extreme conditions, but we need to understand in order for the immune system to become an autoimmune, so meaning literally attacking itself, there's other things that happened before it. So that led to this situation. So your body was fighting a lot of things before it came to this situation. So in order to reverse things, you need to go and follow back yeah, to actually help, not just take care of the skin. You need to go into the root cause and really help your body heal. So this will give you a bit of an overview to understand the connections of the body and the organs to your skin. You see how everything connects together, that it's not just skin, this is what I need to do. It's this is coming to the surface on the skin, what's going on in my body. So I want to show you and teach you that everything that your body does has a reason. And if you listen to it and you listen to those signals, you can support your body and not just put a cream on the skin to actually make it better, to suppress it, but you go back into the body and actually support your body where it needs it. So I will pop this into the group so you can actually get this as well. Okay, so how do we support it? How do we are supporting our skin, and what programs of Healy we can use? So let's look at just the basic things that you can do. Eyes. Okay, tell me how many of you, pop in the comments, number 2, how many of you know that eyes are connected to your skin? 2, good, okay. Oh dear, I didn't know. Really? Cool, I love this. Okay, cool. So your eyes are really important. Why? There's a sensor, as I said, around the eyes. There's a TRP sensor, which we call the transient receptor potential, which actually it's like an ion channel, yeah, that actually receives the information, and it plays a crucial role in sensing environmental factors like temperature, pressure, and your pH levels on the skin and around your body, yeah. So why is this important? Because when you actually look in the sun, or when you walk around the sun, right? If you go in summer, for example, and you don't have any sunscreen on, and you're wearing sunglasses. So if you're wearing sunglasses, the light that comes through the sunglasses, it's actually dimmed. Imagine like you have a shade sensor like on the fire, right? So you don't know how hot it is. So the same happens with your eyes. So your eyes and sensors around the eyes, and also a sensor behind your eyes, are actually sensing how hot it is. So the light that's coming through the skin and the light that's coming through the eyes, your body, literally in your brain, there's sensors and information going to your brain, telling the brain how hot it is, and do we need to send certain protection to the skin in order to start creating pigments. So when we actually have that information, the brain knows how to respond, and it sends signals and hormones and the blood into the skin, under the skin, in order to activate pigmentation. So this protects us from getting burned. So if you are actually also allowing to go and do sun gazing in the morning and afternoon, so first light and last light, sunrise and sunset, what happens is the first light that enters through your eyes, there's a sensor at the back that sends messages into your pineal gland. And that pineal gland balances your circadian rhythm, but also trains the brain to actually accept information, messages from the light, how hot it is, how intense it is, how to adjust the eyes and how to adjust the skin, because that's your protective system. So it's really important to understand, if you get really easily burned, take off your sunglasses, yeah, and get some natural sunscreen on your body with zinc or, natural oils if you can. So we need to understand that our skin has a protective system, but our eyes are literally the guide. So when we are training the eyes and we are literally living in that rhythm, your eyesight will actually improve with light, and you will train your brain properly to actually measure the temperatures and actually absorb the information that it needs. And of course, it will also absorb the vitamin D, like I said, yeah? The same sensors are the ones that absorb the vitamin D. There is more than 90% of people, at least in Australia, that are vitamin D deficient, and I would guess probably around the world as well. Vitamin D is a vitamin that your body is able to absorb and create on its own. But you need to actually be in the sun, and ideally in the morning sun, to actually absorb the right light. And you can't shower for 2 hours after you have been exposed to light. So if you've been sunbathing, do not shower. Yeah, because for 2 hours, your body needs 2 hours to convert the light, the information that gets through the skin, into vitamin D. So just make sure that if you want to really absorb the vitamin D, do not shower for 2 hours. And that will actually help your skin to be more elastic, to be more radiant, to actually absorb more minerals as well. Any chemicals on the skin, as I said, any chemicals or toxins on the skin or in your body will influence the protection of your skin, because the sunlight, they will literally react with sunlight. And then you can also get like molds coming out, because those are toxins literally being extracted from the skin. Also chemicals that we put in sunscreens or any skin cleansers. Yeah, it's really important to allow the skin to keep its natural pH, because if we are messing up with the pH of the skin, your body needs more energy and more nutrients to actually balance it back before it starts regeneration. So just have that in mind. And also bacteria on the skin, we know it's bacteria in the gut. So healthy gut, it's healthy skin. Make sure that you take care of your gut, so then the skin will be much more elastic. And feed your skin with good food. So proteins, amino acids, vitamins, collagen, and minerals. So why do you think when you actually bathe in the ocean and you are like on vacation, your skin looks much better? Because ocean has at least 82 minerals, and those minerals get absorbed into your skin. And when they interact with the sunlight, they actually build minerals and collagen in your skin in order to actually regenerate. So make sure that you're actually feeding your body proper things. And as I said, pH balance, keep your pH balance neutral. So the best thing to do is actually to clean your skin with gua sha, which is literally bicarb soda and triple distilled vodka. That's it. Yeah. And alcohol will not absorb into your skin. It literally helps to cleanse the skin, open up the pores. And the bicarb soda is neutral. It actually keeps your pH of the skin neutral, and it's beautiful exfoliation for your skin, and your skin will be like a baby. Yeah, and I use bicarb soda for everything and anything on my body and around my body and in my apartment or anywhere else. Yeah, it's a really beautiful and really, really affordable way to clean your skin as well as anything else. Okay, let's go to Healy. So how do we take care of our skin? So we have a proper program list of programs called Beauty and Skin in Healy. These are the programs specifically for the skin, and I've added some of the others that I also use. So we're going to have a specific training next month about digital nutrition as well as bioenergetic vitalization protocol. So we're going to look at that more in depth there. But just to let you know, in order to actually help your skin, you need to start from within. So you need to take care of your gut. You need to support your kidneys and liver. You need to support your lungs in order to detox properly. Yeah. So your skin you need to clean your skin in order for you to breathe properly and for the skin to breathe. But if there's any issues on the skin, of course, taking care of the internal organs first, but to actually help to regenerate the skin, there's beautiful programs to actually support you. So Inner Beauty actually works on the nervous system. So the nervous system, of course, is de-stressing, and it actually has frequencies that not only help the nervous system, but also help to regenerate the skin. Then we have Skin Harmony, which is, it literally harmonizes the bioenergetic field of the skin. So this is literally all layers of the skin. It gives you frequencies to actually balance all the layers. Aging helps you build your collagen levels in the body. It helps you regenerate the cells of the skin layers. Skin energy if your skin is dull, yeah, meaning that you need to take care of the liver and the kidney, but this will actually give you more blood into your skin, so your skin can actually have more energy, oxygen, and nutrients coming into your skin to regenerate. Then we have Skin Harmony Local, which helps to regenerate your skin cells. So if you have it locally, for example, this can happen if you have, I don't know, a cut, or if you have, if you burned yourself on a stove or something, right? This will help you regenerate the cells locally, and help you regenerate that part of the skin faster. And then we have Skin Harmony Systemic, which is the entire energetic balancing of the skin system. So anything that's connected to the skin, meaning the lymph underneath, your hair follicles, anything that's in the skin layers, will be regenerated, yeah, and help to be regenerated. And then we have the impurities of this systemic, which literally looks at the buildup of the toxins, and helps to eliminate those toxins out of the underneath the layers. So that can also happen if, for example, we are storing a lot of toxins and waste in our fat tissue, and that can actually squeeze the layers of the skin, which we call cellulite, yeah. So that's actually squeezing the layers of the skin because the fat is actually building, so you have a lot of toxins build up in there. So all the impurities, so skin impurity systemic is actually going to look at the buildup of the toxins and move it along. And then we have Scar Harmony, so any scars that happened that you would like to actually help to dilute and regenerate the cells around that, so there's more elasticity and it breaks down. This is for any scarring inside the body as well. So it's not only outside on the skin, it's also about the tissues. And then also Scar Harmony Local, it's specific scarring on a specific local situation on the body. There's also other programs that I've added here, which is Skin in Meridian. Yeah, so that actually look at the entire meridian of the skin, and it helps to balance other meridians together with that because they're interconnected. I like also looking at the classical physical, which also influences your adrenal glands in Power of 3, Pitta Vata, and a friendly flora. So the more we support our gut, the more we support our skin. And then we have balance, defense, and sensitivities, skin harmony, antioxidants. These are all in digital nutrition mixtures, which I love to add because we're going to look at digital nutrition next month. But you're literally feeding your skin. You're bringing more nutrients, you're bringing more absorption into the body, and that's more building blocks for the skin. And then we have tissue harmony and stability in bioenergetic vitalization, which work on the DNA and RNA, messaging and regeneration. So if our cells are proliferating better, dividing better, we have a better option for regeneration. So these are my favorite programs for skin. Of course, there's others if you want to look at, and there's specific programs for the organs, and we looked at that already. So you can look at other sessions that were previously, but these are literally my favorite. So I will put all of this in the group so you can have access to these slides, and you can take a look at that. But that's about it for the skin. Any questions, anything else? But before we do go to questions, let me just stop this. I did a boo-boo last week, and I did not honor things that we actually said. So I'm just going to share this. So last week for the travel session that we had, we promised one person to actually have a lucky draw prize to get a beautiful Mac Healy travel case. So if you have a Mac Healy at home, I am going to give you a question right now, and I want you to answer in the chat. So whoever answers first, I will take your name and your account number, and you are the winner of the Mac Healy case, and you'll get Mac Healy case sent to your home. So my question, so listen carefully. So if you've been on a travel session last week, or if you have watched the recording, you probably couldn't because I've uploaded it only today. because I got it literally yesterday. So my question is, it's really simple. And the first one that answers is, can Healy and Meg Healy be used without the internet on the plane? I love that. Okay, let me see who's first. Okay, wow, I love this. How many yeses? Who's first? BN Pradeep. If you can send me a direct message in the chat, please. Let me see if I have you, Priyanka. Okay, I'll do that later. So I don't know what's your full name, but please send me a direct message, and I need your full name, like you are signed into Healy account, and I need your Healy account number. So if you can send me a direct message in chat in Zoom. I will forward this to Healy Corporate, and they will send you the Meg Healy case directly to your home. Yeah. So that I will just look at that. Okay, so if you can't do this here, then of course you're more than welcome to send that to my messenger in the group as well. Okay, so Priyanka, you have the floor. Let me just stop sharing. I'll just ask you to unmute and you can ask the question. Hello? Priyanka? Okay. Mr. Pradeep, hopefully you could hear me. If not, okay. So any questions on the skin? I'm just going to scroll down up on the yeses so I can see if there's anything else in here. Okay. First 20 minutes of sunrise. Yes, the most important, Jess Jeffrey, I agree. UV protected untinted glasses. You mean like throughout the day or in the morning? In the morning, I wouldn't suggest, but another thing for you to actually observe. So if you are squeaking your eyes a lot, yeah, when you have, not when you're looking directly at the sun, but when you're out and you feel like, squeaking your eyes and you can't really see, that means that you're vitamin D deficient. Yeah, so you already are vitamin D deficient, so you need to expose yourself to the early sunlight as much as possible in order to actually adjust your sun sight and actually absorb the vitamin D properly. I'm glad. Yeah, nobody talks about it. I agree. How many programs or how many days should we take? You mean for the skin programs? There's no protocol. So whatever feels right for you and the duration of the program, and the rule. With IMF programs in the Pink app, it's maximum 3 per day. If you're using the resonance for the skin, of course, it's your choice of what you want, of the length of what you feel is right for you. But there's also recommendations from Healy, and we've covered that before. So please go to the other trainings. What program to run to manage cellulite on the body's thighs? Okay. Cellulite. As I said, cellulite is actually toxin deposits. Yeah, so there's not enough circulation in the body. So I don't know if we can squeeze weight balance in our trainings by the end of the year. There's been a lot of things moved in, so I had to move my topics out. So we'll see, because there's a lot of exciting things coming. But just to give you basics, so cellulite is literally fat deposits. So fat deposits, fat liver, when it can't actually transmit or literally, turn off the hormones that are excess hormones, or it doesn't know what to do with excess fat that we are not using because we are using, for example, sugar for energy instead of fat, then the liver needs to actually figure out what to do with excess elements. So normally, to protect the body, any toxins, any hormones, excess hormones that are not being turned off or the liver can't get to them, it will store in fat deposits. So those fat deposits will go in the place of the body that normally has or needs the most protection. So everybody is different. So sometimes we deposit things on the outside, sometimes we deposit things on the inside around the organs. But either way, everything is stored. So if there is a cellulite issue, I would look at hormone balance and I would look at liver and kidney support. I would also run circulation. But remember, if you don't change your habits in order to lower inflammation and help the liver to actually start processing things, then it's not gonna go. Yeah. And fat, eating healthy fats, yeah, actually will not disconnect, but reactivate the stored fat to be diluted and used. So I'm not saying eat a kilo of butter, but the more healthy fats you use and the more healthy fats you actually eat, you will deactivate that fat that is stored. So if you are thinking don't eat fat, it's actually the opposite. So your body actually needs fats to deactivate the stored fats. So, and you also need to stop eating sugar and carbohydrates in a way of, bread and pizzas and pastas and things that are processed, because that's also sugar. So you will actually start using fat for burning for energy instead of sugar. Yeah, so that's the thing you need to change. And of course, exercise. Yeah, so if you look at fitness, and then hormones, so fitness programs have that as well. And then hormones, of course, there's also weight balance in there. And of course, circulation. Yeah, any lymphatics, kidney, liver, and of course, fitness programs for circulation. There's a weight balance hormones that you can use, but you will need to exercise and do some other stuff as well. Yeah. Thing of hair graying. That is something I'm actually working on myself. So hair graying, so your hair actually starts becoming gray when it actually lacks nutrients and antioxidants. So normally when we are under stress a lot, your body drops antioxidants. It doesn't have enough collagen. It doesn't have enough protein to actually build the color and new things. So I'm actually experimenting things on me right now, on myself, but I'm using bioenergetic vitalization, and kind of in between while I'm doing the power of 3. Don't mind me, this is me, yeah, so don't do that. Hormone balance is really important as well. Stress management is also important. So I'm playing around with programs that I will see what happens. But you also need to give your body building blocks. I also run digital nutrition, so I'm playing around with that. But I will let you know my experience. But you will need building blocks in order to actually rebuild certain things back. Yeah. And you need high antioxidants. Yeah. So for example, wheatgrass, barley grass, juiced, those are really high, antioxidants because they have the chlorophyll in there. We also have digital nutrition with antioxidants in Healy. You also have bioenergetic vitalization like youth and bioinformation in digital nutrition, and there's epigenetics in bioenergetic vitalization that helps to regenerate the DNA of the cell. So there's so many things you could do, yeah, to look at that. Okay. BN Pradeep, please send me a message because I can't see it anywhere. But congratulations. Okay, any other questions? Alopecia, do we focus on skin or hair? That's a really interesting thing. Of course, there's nothing to, to say this is going to cure anything because it doesn't, yeah? But alopecia is an autoimmune disease. You need to protect your immune system. That's the first thing. Second thing is I would add on hydrolyzed collagen as a building block. That's mine. Of course, if you can get liquid zinc to actually support the stress, and if you can get the liposomal vitamin C, That would be also good as a building block. And then I would definitely run stress protocols to actually help to lower your stress levels, to actually regenerate your cells with bioenergetic vitalization. And you can also run hair. So hair or harmony, skin harmony, systemic. That can also be done. What else? You can also use the Heal Advisor search app and pop in alopecia and see what comes up as the list of programs. That's also another option, because I have no idea what, like, there's programs that come into my mind, but of course I'm a human. I don't have all the lists in my head. Nitro sunscreen. Yes, of course, there's plenty. I would search for things. I've tried so many, because the zinc based ones, they tend to not like go into the skin properly. But if you clean your skin of toxins with gua sha, and you actually go into the sun in the morning for 30 minutes, you can just put on fractionated coconut oil, and you won't need any sunscreen. But if you are going around, there's essential oils. I think there's a carrot essential oil that has a 12 SP, and there's also, so zinc based ones can go up to 30 SP. I have the zinc ones with essential oils, and I love those. That help me a lot. I have an Australian brand, but if you search for the zinc options and just try them out, I found that you need to trial them out to see what works on your skin. I like skin, like any creams that absorb fast into the skin. So I don't like to be white everywhere, because zinc based ones are actually, zinc oxide leave the white sunscreen. But yeah, avoid the ones in the supermarkets, because they have if you look at the ingredients, they will have carcinogenic ingredients, which you don't want. Yeah. Which program holds good for psoriasis? Okay, so as I said, psoriasis is linked to your internal organs. Yeah, it could be either kidneys, it could be either liver. You need to look at different organs in the body. I would scan your Healy, you'll see what comes up, but I would definitely start supporting your gut, liver, kidney. And of course, Epsom salt baths are really good for psoriasis. Bicarb soda is really good. Coconut oil, castor oil to actually help you, and then essential oils to actually start regenerating. But you'll need to support your internal organs before everything else, and detox, because psoriasis can come from a lot of toxic buildup. So any acne related stuff definitely would be either kidneys or liver. And of course, gut. Anything, like, as I said, you need to really look at stress levels. You need to look at hormones. If they are teenagers, then of course they have hormones. They are, going through a state. So detoxification with teenage hormones is really important, to actually help the liver deactivate the hormones while they're going up and down. Last week I'm ready to. Pure is good for any face rashes. So face, I tend to, if things are on a face, I tend to do face mapping. So I've shared that in our Facebook group. So there's a photo there as well. So it's literally areas of the face that are connected to specific organs. You can also, if you start supporting the organs, I would also run like Schüssler salts or vital substances in the Blue app to see what's actually missing. So that could also be an option. And remember, right, if things have been building, like toxins have been building for a long time, you're gonna need to clean the internal space first before you're gonna see results on the skin. Yeah, because that's the last thing you're gonna see. So you need to have patience and support your skin in between before you actually see the results. So it's a reverse way of looking at things, the way we were taught by doctors, because doctors see a symptom on the skin and they give you ointment to suppress it. Yeah. We are looking at it from a different perspective. We're looking at what's causing it. So we go deep into the root cause, and it's going to take a while before your body cleanses things out. And if you are cleansing things out and using detoxification programs, Healy is going with, it's applying frequency. It goes directly into the cell. So it's going to clean out all the toxins from the cell. So it's changing the cell metabolism, right? The digestive system of the cell. So there's more toxin going to go into the lymph and into the gut and into the liver. So you need to support your detoxification pathways, right? And we have a session on that as well. So you can take a look at that. I'm glad you love it, Amy. Thank you. Yeah, keep another. I was only given one Healy case to give out, but I will ask if we can have another quiz. I will. Is different the summer and winter. So the sunrise, so there's an app you can choose for the sun gazing, literally sun gazing app. You can choose that and it will tell you, it will put you into the time zone that you're in. I have sun gazing app because if I travel, it goes with me and it changes the time wherever I am, because sun gazing I use for jet lag as well, like I shared last week. That's the way I do it. But when I have a routine, I know when the sunrise is, like, you can look at it in the phone. Well, protocols for hair fall, I have literally, like, I don't have a protocol for it. You'll probably need to look at different aspects for the hair if it's falling out. But hair falling out can either be connection to your thyroid, it can be connected to your stress levels, which are normally connected with adrenal glands. So try Heal Advisor search app. So I don't know. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, so here I found you here, BN Pradeep. Thank you for this. I will connect and I will take care of this one, and I will definitely let Healy Corporate know to give you what is it? The Healy Healy case in the mail. So I'll just keep that one here. Perfect. So, okay, I think we've done everything for the questions. And if you need anything, the recording will be in the Facebook group. It will also be sent out in the email at the end of the month. If you are not in my Facebook group yet, then you are more than welcome to join us. I will post the link into the chat now. And when you do join, please make sure you answer the questions and agree to the group rules. Otherwise, you won't be accepted, because we have trainings that need to be compliant, and I need you to agree to the rules because of Healy Corporate, and that's the only thing. So I need to be compliant as well to that. But if there's any other questions, you're more than welcome to ask them into the group. As much as I can be present in there, I am. Otherwise, we have a lot of beautiful people in there that will help you out and support you in any way that they can. And I love that you are so supporting each other and being a community. And that's why we are here, to support you, to actually learn together and support each other with your knowledges, not just mine. Yeah. Okay, so we are moving into the next session next week. I have no idea what I have next week because they've moved my schedule. So I need to look at what we actually have next week. There's been so many changes lately, but we are seeing each other next Thursday, 7 p.m. Brisbane time, Australian Standard Eastern Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Singapore time, like every Thursday night. I thank you really beautifully and from the depth of my heart for you to join me every week. I am honored. Yeah. And I hope you're learning things, and first of all, I hope you are integrating things. Yeah. Not just absorbing the knowledge, but actually implementing things. So I'm really excited for the next month, because we are having 2 beautiful sessions of digital nutrition, as well as bioenergetic vitalization protocol, which is a new protocol that's coming out, like we had for the Power of 3. And when we finish the Power of Three protocol in our group, we are going to do another challenge with a new protocol. We are still deciding if it's going to be chakras, so we're going to go something on energetic, or we're actually going to do the energetic vitalization. We're going to see what happens. But you're more than welcome to join us, and you're more than welcome to join the protocols. I'm sharing my experiences as much as I can. And if you have your experiences, are always welcome. Yeah, so I try to support as much as I can in the group as well. But that's about it for tonight. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you, beautiful community, for coming. And I'll see you next Thursday night. Bye-bye.